In today's video, we need to talk about a stock that literally just smashed their earnings. 1 month ago, I put out a video on this stock, ticker symbol BSEM, Allograft Pro Healing, a modern science-based company. November 1st, I posted the video, and since then, it is up a whopping 65% from the day that I posted that video. And it just so happens that they just dropped earnings, and we have to drop a quick update on this video. Now, this is a sponsored stock, but as many of you know, I don't take the sponsor unless I like what the company is doing, or the company has to be doing well. And in this case, this has both. I like what the company is doing because they are essentially helping people. But not only that, they just smashed it on earnings. As you guys can see right here, all the green. So we're going to get into the numbers, we're going to get into the charts, and we're going to get into the newest catalyst that this ticker has. And also, it's a very cheap stock. So guys, if you plan on jumping into this, drop a comment down below under the video, and also hit the like button, share this with your friends, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. Bsem crushes estimates on stellar growth. Bsem Technologies is a leading innovator focused on harnessing the natural properties of parental tissue in the development, manufacture, and commercialization of allografts for regenerative therapies. The company states that its mission is to discover, develop, and produce the most effective regenerative medicine products in the world. And the company may actually be on the way to that goal. A lot of these companies say big things, but don't actually move forward, and essentially either get listed on over the counter, get delisted as a whole, and don't go back up on over the counter, fall over and die, and can't compete with their competitors. Well, Bsem announced its Q3 financial results, and here are the numbers. The net revenue was up 214% over a year ago to $3.6 million, well ahead of their estimates. Gross profits rose to $3.3 million, which represented 91% of revenue, substantially higher than the 79% seen a year ago. And they also blew past earnings estimates, posting a 0.03 net income per share. So a lot of companies that we invest in now are currently going negative, and this company is actually going positive per share, beating on profit, beating on revenue. And the company also recently announced that one of its primary products was issued a Q code from the Centers of Medicare and Medicaid Services. This code applies to drugs, biologics, and medical equipment and services that are not identified by the national code needed for Medicare claims processing, and allows these Q products to be reimbursed by Medicare. Their new product, again, is intended to protect covering and compromised of dehydrated amniotic/chronic tissue, with plenty of advantages which we covered in the video about a month ago. I'm going to leave their website linked in the top of comments, and I will also leave it linked in the description in case you guys do want to go check out their website, because maybe you have a family member that is in need of help from this company. I don't know. That is all personal information that you can keep to yourself, but I will leave it linked in the description down below. Now, November 3rd, they dropped that they closed oversubscribed $2 million private placement, which is also good for the company. They announced that they closed the oversubscribed private placement of common stock to accredited investors for an aggregate 1.337 million units at a price of $1.50 per unit for gross proceeds of $2 million. Each unit consisted of one common share in the capital of the company and one common share purchase warrant at $1.50 per share and $2 per warrant. And the company intends to use the net proceeds from this private placement to complete clinical trials to support product performance, expand brand awareness and product distribution, and execute product pipeline plans. So they do have a plan, they do have cash on hand, and they do beat earnings. They are not going negative, so why not invest in this? We're going to talk a little bit about the chart in 1 second, but again, touching real quick on that Q code, that will be effective January 1st of 2024, so they do still have catalysts lined up and things that are going to come into effect a little bit later down the road, so you're not blindly investing off of good earnings or even maybe a decent chart, which we will get into, but there are things to focus on starting 2024, and hopefully it will be their year. Now, speaking of it being their year, the technical side of things, the indicators over on TradingView suggest that the summary for this ticker is a buy. It could either be a strong sell, a neutral, a buy, or a strong buy, and it is at a buy. As for the moving averages, it is indicating a strong buy, and the oscillators a neutral. So nothing bearish overall so far on this company. Now, up a whopping 65% from last time we talked about it. Coming up, broke the trend line that we talked about, came up and basing, and we are on the weekly time frame. I'm still waiting for that test on the 236 fib, which is going to be around $5.50. That is going to be a crucial level of resistance for this stock. And then the next level at right around $8.90 at that 382 for the fib level. And then if we break above that, we may enter a brand new trading range for this stock. And this stock, you can see, is curling to the upside. Just keep an eye on it. slowly as of right now making higher highs and higher lows. And one thing I did want to point out is taking a look at the monthly time frame. The accumulation in this stock has been growing. You can see the buy volume coming in on this play, starting to scale higher. This almost looks like Akinashi candles, but it's actually just candlestick chart. But you can clearly see the pattern that this stock is potentially likely to start climbing, fighting crucial resistance tested here, tested back here, which was recent support for the play. Just keep it on your radar if you don't feel like investing. This is a quick update for ticker symbol BSEM, a company that is smashing earnings, doing very well for themselves, and essentially helping people. So I'm going to leave the link to their website in the description down below. Let me know if you guys are entering this play, even with a small position. It's only trading at $3.59. Again, very small market cap, trading very little volume, and it's not an over-the-counter play, so it does also associate itself with slightly less risk than an over-the-counter play. Overall, stock is doing pretty decent. As always, thank you Sideways Frequency for sponsoring today's video. I love you guys. Again, let me know in the comments if you are entering. Lottery Stocks out.